You had to see me fashion spilling over. Happens when you put your heart and soul into your craft, you know. And not to be weird or nothing, but I felt a sense of kinship when I saw you, as if we met in another life. Any road. As I was saying, I need someone to lend me a hand. I haven't slept for 2 nights now. Not a single wink. And I'm ready to collapse. Can't afford it. Can't afford to though. Got folks relying on me. See? But if I'm to keep at it, I need you to fetch me my favorite energy tonic. That voucher's good for 2 cans. One for yourself, by the way. Oh, welcome. Can't get the stuff at any old vending machine though. You need to talk to a bloke named Philemon. You'll find him tending a bar out on the main strip. Off you go now. Excuse me. Whoa. Oh, excuse me. Welcome. What are you having? Energy tonics. You can't get vending machines? How dare you suggest that I sell such dangerous stuff? Away with you. Away with you. Don't come back. Got a voucher to slip? Got a voucher? Slip it to me. And nice and subtle. Ah, so you're collecting for no. I can for him and I can for you, eh? Here you go. Yours is formulated for beginners. Gentler than the full strength stuff. It's not contraband or anything. So you run afoul of the authority. But if the Redonia Consortium was made aware of my special selection, it'd be bad for business. Now, seeing as it's your first time, I want you to drink your tonic here, just in case there are side effects. That's how you do it. Your pulse will quicken soon. Afterwards, you'll start to see everything more clearly, and then finally, you'll feel a roaring surge of energy. People say it's like growing a pair of rainbow wings. Well, yeah. You have it up and parked it, so hurry along and give the note. He tends to leave it to the last moment, so I expect he's about to keel over. I glowed rainbow. Oh. You got the tonic? Give it here quick. Aha! Ah, that's the stuff. Ain't nothing like it. It'll blow the cobwebs right out with a great big kaboom. Awaken something feral in me. It does. Transform me into a remorseless beast that won't stop until it's done. What it was born to do. Anyway, sorry for sending you off on an errand like that. I just can't concentrate without me tonic, you know. And the pile of work only ever gets bigger. Speaking of which, I better get back to it. Those weapons and tools ain't going to enhance themselves. Yep. Fine. Bitch. Oh yeah, I'll be right back. Woo.
I've been meaning to ask about that Mamulja child. Could he be...
Yes. In all likelihood, he's Zoralja's son.
So you think so too? But what is he doing here?
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
To think he'd cast aside his child.
We can't say for certain who he was born to, or why he was on his own. But he's a blue-scaled Hubigo, and Zoralja is the only other one around. That being the case, everyone assumes they're father and son. Even the boy has put two and two together. This all happened when he was very little, so he has no recollection of his parents. It breaks my heart to think of it.
What's his name?
Kulja. hoped that he'd grow up to be a man of principle, like his grandfather.
It's a fine name.
I should mention that the boy is a little unusual. At first, I intended to raise him as my own. But just when I thought he was warming to me, he suddenly disappeared. We searched high and low for several days. And where should he turn up? But in the wilds near Everkeep.
What? It's a miracle he didn't fall prey to fiends.
See? That's another unusual thing. Creatures don't seem to attack him. He could pick his way through the Thunder Yards as if he were on a stroll. On making inquiries, we learned that he had been living alone and receiving food from the people of the outskirts. This became something of a pattern. We track him down and bring him back, only for him to disappear again within a matter of days. He would return to the wilds without fail, and once again rely on the kindness of strangers to survive. Finally, I took the hint and left him be, giving him the solitude he prefers and lending a hand only when he explicitly asks.
If Gululja is Zoralja's child, that makes him my nephew. Assuming he's willing, I'd be glad to take him in like Papa did for me. But seeing as I'm here to kill his father, I don't know if it would be right.
Who was that?
Oh dear. It's Gululja.
Don't tell me he heard everything.
This is my fault. I asked that he be kept away, but I should have taken more precautions.
I'm going after him. I need to explain.
Wait, Lamachi. I understand your haste, but it'd be best to coordinate a search. Kapkiwa, do you have any idea where he might go?
There's no telling, I'm afraid. He could as easily be outside the tower as here in Solution 9.
If those who can fight would search below, my mother and I will scour the district.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get to it.
Damn it. I'm still 666. I want a low level version of those. They look nice. Excuse me. Oh, God. Anger. It's all Wokelot can do not to rush off after Gululja. If Gululja is outside the tower, we need to find him as quickly as possible. Even if he's used to getting around on his own, the wilds are still no place for a child. Agreed. Well, Kral and Graha continue reviewing the data. Three of us should devote ourselves to the search. Alright, let's head to the base of the tower and take it from there. I don't recall a raid quest line that ties in so well with the actual quest line. Or sorry, the MSQ. Well, here we are, it said, but where do we even begin? Perhaps someone has caught sight of a ghoul jaw. Let's make inquiries nearby. Good idea. Could you handle the outskirts, Eorzea? In the meantime, Padawan and I will head beyond that big wall. Just making sure that no quests popped up that required my attention. Do the 4 quests, done. Ghoul jaw doesn't appear to be in the area. However, you catch sight of a group of people a short distance to the southwest. Spotted those people too? Yes. Perhaps they've seen something. Okay, come on. Looks like some sort of salvage yard. Ah, damn it. Little jaw is in here. You know the boy? Have you seen him? Oh, forgive me. I didn't know you were. No offense taken. My name is Hapu. My eyes may be useless, but my ears are sharper for it. I can recognize people by their footfalls, including Ghoul Jaw. So he didn't come this way? Where in the world could he be? I do not know your voices. Who are you to Ghoul Jaw? And why do you search for him? I'm family. Though we're not related by blood, his father is my brother. I've only just met Ghoul Jaw, and we haven't had a chance to talk properly. But I'm about to do something that will make him hate me, and I wanted the chance to explain. His father is your brother, then that means you're... Yes, I'm Aajmkan, vow, resolve, and truly whole. And I've journeyed here to bring my brother Eorzea to account for murdering our people and our father. When all is said and done, Ghoul Jaw may want nothing to do with me. Nonetheless, I always consider him family. I'll always consider him family. I'll always be there for him, and I want him to know that. It tears you apart to do what you must. The quivering in your voice tells me the tale. Gululja was headed south. There he has a place that is as close to a home as he knows. Find and bear your heart to him. Should he in turn bear his heart to you, accept and respect his wishes, as Queen Sphene respect ours, when she granted us a place in her home. I will, don't worry. But what do you mean when you say Sphene respected your wishes? Out of concern for our well-being, Her Majesty had ordered us to reside inside Everkeep. When we declined, not only did she gracefully accept our decision, she granted us the necessary supplies to make our home here. And since then, she's paid us regular visits to see how we fare. That sounds like Sphene, alright. Well, thanks for telling me about Gululja. I'll find him and then we'll have a good talk. We continue south, it seems. Let's keep our eyes peeled as we make our way. Newcomer. It's a town. And half of it is submerged. The architecture looks nothing like what we've seen so far. More Charlian. And there he is among the ruins. I only caught a glimpse. There's no mistaking that tiny silhouette. Let's hurry after him. It'll be a disaster if a building collapses while he's inside. I haven't found a hat. Fitting. Wokalan is eager to follow Gululja into the ruined town. I only saw him for a moment before he disappeared behind the building, but I'm pretty sure Gululja is heading further south. I'll contact Eorzea and look for her and let her know to join us. This is the area, but the canals and the debris make it hard to get a good view. Let's split up and search. If you could head into the canals, I'll make my way through the streets. When we find Ghouljaw, let's watch from a distance until he gets to his destination. Wouldn't want to startle him and cause an accident. Oh, excuse me. Oh, another one of the Follow the Kid quests. Jesus. Yeah. Shush. Familiar with this fucking shit. Yeah. Shush. Oh, bullshit. So that's a decent strat. I guess the light post isn't thick enough to fucking hide me. It.
He's come a long way on such short legs. It's a relief he didn't get hurt.
What's here, I wonder? So he's looking after those little ones.
Gululja.
Not another step!
What?
A sentry?
Run, Gululja, run!
You know the boy. Who are you? And what do you want?
Oh. This is protector. Nice.
My name is Wuklamat, and I've come to talk to Gululja.
Is that so?
I'm sorry if I scared you. I want to get to know you better. That's all.
And you, my boy, do you wish to speak with them?
I heard them talking. She said she's going to kill my father.
Villains! I will deal with them forthwith!
But... I want to get to know her too.
I see. If that is your desire, then I shall stand aside.
All right then. Let's talk, you and I. Lots. But, who's the ancient-looking and articulate machine?
If I look ancient, it is because I am. This has been my vessel for no less than 380 years.
Good lord.
Vessel?
Otis is my friend. When I was hungry and sad, he came and looked after me. He cooks for me and teaches me all kinds of things.
Oh.
Like how to read and write and not be noticed by dangerous creatures.
This machine cooks for you?
And teaches you about fiends. What is he exactly?
Ah! How remiss of me. I had neglected to introduce myself. Sir Otis Valona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria. At your service.
Oh. It's a night
You're
bot.
captain of the knights?
You seem different from other machines. What's your story?
And there I thought it was Gululja with whom you wish to speak. Not that I'm averse to taking a walk down memory lane. But ere I regale you, we must take a repast.
a meal. Here. I hate to turn down food, but I'd prefer to have this conversation in the back room.
Please, I'm really hungry.
All right, all right. A riposte it is.
She's going to spoil her nephew silly. I'll send word to Erenville so the others can stop worrying.
Now, if I might prevail upon your assistance, I shall whip up my most delectable specialty.
That little excited bounce from the kid. It's beautiful. So, my new friends, I would enlist your aid in procuring the ingredients for a repast. After all, the most enjoyable meals are those we make together. We're happy to pitch in, of course. What ingredients do you have in mind? First of all, some yam and pumpkin. These people of the outskirts should be willing to share their harvest. If you and Goldjaw go and speak to them, sure, I'll ask for the cast-offs too, as usual. As for Padawan and Aajmkan, I would be obliged if you could procure some wool back meat. The creature can be found grazing on the slopes of town. As beef is less readily available, their flesh makes a good substitute. That of the younger ones, especially, as it is more tender and less gamey. Consider it done. We'll be back with the meat before you know it. Thank you kindly. In the meantime, I shall see to the other preparations. Oh, leave me alone. I really don't want to get off my pup and murder you. Oh, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Hey, wait, leave me alone. Whoa. Oh. I say that, but I'm not fully geared in what I should be. So these things will be actually a bit of a test. I wonder if the further you go back, the more you'll encounter things like this. Glimmer. What's this? I am to understand that you have already procured the meat. Good heavens, you have. And such a choice cut it is because this place, you know how to handle yourself in battle. 400 years ago, I would have recruited you to the wilderness. Ha ha ha. Oh, those shoes look slick. Sweet, I get a hat. Once Alijah brings her portion, we shall have a glorious bounty to satisfy growing younglings like yourselves. Indeed, I expect there to be ample leftovers to share with the good folk of the Drift Downs. They always appreciate a warm meal. Now, seeing as you have completed your task so quickly, I have another request of you. Make of you. We've exhausted our supplies kindling electrope. And I should be grateful if you could search the houses yonder for more. In the old kingdom, electrope rations were used in each were issued to each citizen, while smaller fragments may still be found here and there. If you can obtain 5 pieces, say, at least one ought to be what we require, that is, the kind that converts lightning to fire. Eorzea can identify them by this circuit. Excuse me. Alright, so pray, take them to him. The boy has become quite deft at discerning electrope types in a very short time, I might add. Now, off you go, and happy foraging. Oh, excuse me. Otis says you have a trophy. Wow, you found a lot. Let's see. This one creates wind. That one's for water. You can tell just like that. I'm impressed. Clever, isn't he? I'll bet he gets it from his father. Ah, and this converts to fire. It's absorbed lots of lightning, so we should be able to kindle a flame easily. Thank you, Padawan. Thanks for your kind assistance. We have everything we need for our route past. Now, have you done your part? And now I shall do mine. I bid you relax, my friends. A meal will soon be served. This is the kind of thing families do, Gulja. We have meals together and talk about what's on our minds. So, you ate with your father? Yes. And then with my brothers. It was mostly the head of resolve. And I was doing the talking. Though Kona and the head of reason occasionally joined in, and Zorolja spoke when he was spoken to. You said that you have two papas. What does that mean? One is yours and the other is my father's? No. Both are our father. He's what people call a blessed sibling. A Mamulja with two heads. Zorolja is his trueborn child, while Kona and I were adopted, and I don't share the same don't share the same blood. But that doesn't make us any less family. What matters is that our hearts are connected. The head of resolve taught me that. Family. Do you have that, someone like that too? A person you think is family even though you don't share the same blood? That's a good question. What about you? I do, and they're very dear to me. I'd like to meet them one day. So, Gulja, I'm hoping that we could be family, you and I. Won't you tell me about yourself? You really want to know about me? I do want to know about you. The thing you love, the thing you hate, anything and everything. I want to know all about you too. That reminds me, we were hoping to hear your story too, Otis. As you wish. Be forewarned that mine is a tale that will be long in recounting. It was before lightning had altered the world that I was appointed Lord Captain of the Royal Knights. We're talking hundreds of years prior to the calamity, right? Indeed, earlier still. Then I was assumed this mechanical form 454 years ago, to be precise. Did you used to be a normal person? Oh yes, I was once flesh and blood, like you. I proudly served as a knight of Alexandria. Ah, interesting. So rather than a machine that behaves like a person, you were an actual person. How is that possible? It is only natural that you are confused. Hear my tale to the end, and all shall become clear. The foremost duty of the royal knights was to protect the royal family. In my time, that was their majesties, the king and queen, and their only child, Her Highness the Princess. By then, every nation of our star was embroiled in some manner of conflict over Electrope. Thus, our kingdom was drawn into war with its neighbor. That war was the catalyst for the great calamity that altered the environment. Countless countrymen lost their lives amidst the chaos, the king and queen among them. For a blessing, we were able to protect the princess, who then rose to the occasion and brought hope to her people in those trying times. So kind-hearted was our loving, our young queen, that at her behest, we even took in refugees from the enemy nation. But sadly, her reign was cut short. Like many others, her body had been ravaged by lightning, and one day she collapsed and passed away. How tragic. Nary was there a citizen whose eyes remained dry, and many a moon was spent constructing a great tomb worthy of her memory. Yet I clung to hope still, for while Her Majesty was on her deathbed, the kingdom's finest scientists had succeeded to successfully extracted her soul. Did I hear that right? Extracted her soul? Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we may live on. This old age belief had always comforted our people, but as casualties mounted in the wake of the calamity, we sought to make it into reality through the power of Electrope. In time, we succeeded in developing the means to preserve the soul, and it was used to spare the queen eternal death. Yet it wasn't enough to simply prevent the soul's departure from where the ultimate goal was to recreate a person as they were in life, and this required that the memories be further extracted from the soul. It took many more years of research to make this possible, by which time I'd become a gray old man with my days numbered. I did not hesitate to volunteer myself as a test subject for the procedure. So it was that I attained this vessel. And my successful rebirth, I paved the way for those who are recreated for the memories of the departed. The analysts, they are called. If your tale is true, then the queen that your people brought back to life. I think we know who it is. Oh, so you know Her Majesty as well. My description of her balanced countenance may have paled in comparison to what you have no doubt felt in her presence. I haven't met her myself, I confess, not since assuming my current form. Wouldn't want to frighten the living daylights out of her. Ha ha ha. The Endless. So all this time Sphene wasn't alive? She lives, yet she does not. 'Tis admittedly a difficult distinction to make. Having inherited the memories of a departed soul, an Endless feels, thinks, and acts precisely as the person would. In that sense, they believe they are alive. The Alexandrian know about this, right? It can't have gone unnoticed that Sphene is perpetually youthful. No one really knows about the Endless. People who are regulators don't even think about death. Everyone sees the Queen, that the Queen doesn't change, but they just accept it. To them, it's just who she is. Are the people at Everkeep Endless too? Well, there should be as many Endless as those who have died, I believe. They are limited in where they can exist. Queen Sphene is unique in her ability to appear before you. Strictly speaking, myself, I myself am not an Endless. They are created using memories extracted from a soul, but my entire soul was placed inside a machine. Being inside a machine makes you different now. Oh, damn it. An Endless, unchanging life. I can't help be reminded of that. Of the ah. Did Cassia and the others know about this? Considering their extensive intelligence gathering, I'd be surprised if they didn't. For now, let's share what we've learned with Kral and Raha. I can't help but have misgivings about this.
Nahe, is that you?
Good gods, Ellen Nespia! It's been too long, my friend! Where have you been all these years? What have you been doing with yourself? Hold on. They say Queen Sphene has guests from outside the barrier. That's you, I gather?
It seems so. I'm looking for my mother. Do you know where she is?
Your mother? Sorry, but what was she like again?
What? It's Kavkiwa. You know, the one who was too adventurous by half? Who journeyed with the Dawn Servant?
It's not ringing any bells.
You can't be serious. Ours was a tiny little village. Surely you remember her.
Oh,
I really don't.
it's all blank.
It's all a blank.
Is anyone else here from the village?
Hey!
Huh? Elenespia?
I'm looking for Kafkiwa. Where is she?
What's this all of a sudden? Who's Kafkiwa?
This cannot be. The memories of the departed
Are taken away.
taken away. No.
Almeshbir, where are you? The others will be here soon, so hurry back, won't you? Do you hear me? Say something, would you?
Very interesting. There's one. And there's the other. But now I'll be right back. I'll take another break, stretch my legs, and I'll be back in a few minutes. So it looks like I'm on the verge of uncovering the last quest. Because the 2 quests I need, or I was waiting on, it popped. So I'll go do those quests and then go back to the MSQ. Because it's probably close to time. All she's promised is perhaps best solved by an outsider like you. Now there's a face I haven't seen around these parts before. Could I borrow a moment of your time? You see, a member of our group has been making frequent trips up the hill, the graveyard. I suspect there's been a problem, but he doesn't seem willing to talk about it, nor tell us. Anyway, a stranger willing to lend a friendly ear, however, may convince him to open up. But it's not too much to ask. Will you travel out to the name slates and speak to him? The man you're looking for is a Chatoan like myself. Hey, leave me alone. Ow! Bastard. Yeah. Practically went through a set box. That was understandable. Oh. So that's what the whole deal about the extra sightseeing log thing. It's expanded because it's kind of like another reflection. I must admit, this is not the sort of place one expects to make idle conversation with strangers. But if you're one of those travelers from beyond the barrier everyone's been talking about, that explains why I haven't seen you around here. Let me ask you something, outsider. Have you ever visited the grave to pay your respects? Honoring the dead is a common aspect of many cultures, I suppose. In that case, perhaps you could help me with something. Take a stroll around the area, and if you happen to spot any particular crime stones, I ask that you wipe them off. It's a lot of work for one man alone, so your assistance would mean a great deal to me. Four, eh? I see them all. Really? It was just that? Those gray stones look much better now. Thanks to you. Or perhaps, should I say, name slates. Too bad the names are all written in Alexandrian. I can't make heads or tails of them. You know about the regulators people were these days? Whenever someone dies, every last moment of their existence is erased as an unfortunate consequence. This graveyard has been all but abandoned. But I'm going to fix that. What else am I to do? Sadly, idle by and let the headstones get lost to time? No. If no one else will give a damn, then it will have to be me. And Terrell, I was taught to honor the dead, but here I'm in the minority. Most seem content to forget and entrust their memories to the cloud. That's why I can't talk about it with others. They wouldn't understand. Not like you do. Thanks again, stranger. So on my way past, I'll flag the... Oh, come on. On my way past, I'm going to flag the MSQ quest. Because it'll hurt if... like, if the MSQ quest goes away from where I'm headed, it's different. But it should lead me back to... Solution 9. Oh, yeah. So is the hitbox, apparently. So like there was like empty fishing, there was sky fishing, I want to say there was another type of fishing as well as and so I would imagine as well there'll be like this electro fishing. Otis looks pleased with himself insofar as his vessel can indicate. Although the mood became a tad subdued at the end, I thoroughly enjoyed our repast together. We did too, Otis. To hear about the Endless was something of a shock, but we likewise enjoyed your company.